So yeah, good morning, everyone. Good, happy Christmas Eve if you celebrate it. We are down to the last day, and then tomorrow we're closed, and then we come back Friday fresh with lots of toys and probably lots of food comas going on after tomorrow. So it's going to be fun, right? So good morning, Sailor. Good morning, TNT. Everyone in Discord, everyone on socials. Hope everyone's doing well on this Wednesday morning. So I did want to go over SPY. We may have a slow volume day, but still we may get a nice trend. And I think it's worth preparing just in case we get a trade today. So I do want to go over SPY. And I want to go over kind of what we're seeing here on the chart. I'm on the 3-minute, and we got the top and we got the bottom, kind of the demand supply, where we get the most buying from it at the bottom here in the green little box. And then we got this purple little box at the top where we can kind of get met with some selling pressure, right? And then I got the mid-range, which I put it in a white line, and that's kind of what I'm going to focus on here. So we're either going to potentially fall through this mid-range, and then we can take some SPY puts, and I will look for Friday's expiration. If you want to be more aggressive than do today, 0 DTE, go for it if that's what you want to do. But I'm going to look for Friday's expiration, and I'm going to look for a breakdown under that mid-range to play it down to the low, that demand green box. If we lose that, then we look for continuation. That's just like a first target, kind of what I'm aiming for this area here. If we fall below this area, then boop, we go down lower maybe, right? And we continue on our put side as much as we can based on the strategy that I'm just talking about, that I just made up 10 minutes ago. I'm joking. But we're just going to look for a continuation as much as we can go. If we start to get some buying, we start to find a bottom, then we can take our profits on the put side and adios, amigo, with the profit. And then to the upside, we may look for a bounce here, or we may get through this high and then take it to a new high. And that will be to the cool side, right? So what I'm looking to take here is break down that mid-range of 687.90. Then I look to take 686 puts for Friday and just day trade them, right? And I'm going to have a very good risk management there, where I'm going to say to myself, I'm not going to take a loss more than 15% on those puts if we decide to reverse, right? So the most important thing of any trade, in my opinion, is the protection. Because even if you're wrong, right? Because we can be wrong at times, we can be really right at times. But if we're wrong, let's protect ourselves and minimize that loss and leave with, 10, 15% loss, and that's not going to break our bank, right? But if you just let it go down and it go down 50, 70, 80, oh, it's going to come back up. I'm hoping, I'm praying. And then you lose everything. You're not going to be here Friday trading with us again. You're going to lose everything. So protection is key in any trade. So I'm going to, whatever trade I get into, calls, puts, whatever it is, I'm going to just say 15%, 20% max stop. And that's only if I'm aiming for 20, 30, 40% return. Say if you're aiming for 10% return, then you shouldn't be risking 20% to the downside, maybe 10%, right? 1 for 1. So I'm going to look for a breakdown under that level, or a bounce, or a break above the highs, and then we take it to a new high today, which we could be for like 690. Who knows? It depends kind of how the trend and how the volume comes in after market open. In about, how long we got here? 30 seconds. So what I'd be looking to take here is a put down here. It would be a 6. I'm going to write this on the screen. It'd be a 686 put SPY for December 26th expiration. That's what I'm going to look to take once we lose this white line. 2 3-minute candle close under. I prefer at least two red candles in a row, not just one and then a bounce. Let's try to get more than one in a row. And then if we decide to rip to new high of day, then I'll be looking to take 6. Let me go. What did I say on my write-up? 690 calls. 690 calls. Same thing. SPY. December 26th expiration. And that's what I'll be looking to take if we decide to either bounce here or we break through those highs of pre-market. And that's what I'll be looking to day trade for the day. Once I'm in my position, I'm in profit, you can also raise your stop up to break even so you don't take any loss in that trade once you're in profit. And then break down under this white line here, I'll be looking to take this put. Very simple stuff here. And I'm just basing this off of supply, demand, and a mid-range between that for a break or like a pivot point, right? Let me go to the chat. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's a big booty you have, Pookie. You've been working out, getting that kind of butt? Yeah. You've been working out, man. Congrats. Oh yeah, Christmas Lampoon. I gotta watch that Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon. Yeah, absolutely. That's gotta be on my watch list for today, to watch that one in the evening. I watched it once already. Let's watch it again. Why not, right? I love all the Christmas movies. I'm a sucker for them. Home Alone 2. They're all good. All right, so let's look at SPY, what we got here. SPY is kind of bouncing right off that mid-range. And then I'm going to look on my top screen, I'm going to look at Webull because I saw that was down quite a bit over the last couple of days. So any traditions you guys have for the holidays? Any traditions you guys, fun stuff you like to do? And let me go to my positions. Kind of want to add more of this, but let's see. See if it gets filled. What is Webull at anyways? Oh, okay, to 838. I'll just let that play out, I think. So, all right, so far, so good. 2 minutes into market open, we're trying to bounce right here from the mid-range. Let's see if we get through these highs of pre-market. And then I think we can definitely go towards that 690 today. I mean, it's definitely doable here. 690 is up here somewhere. Let's see where 690 is. 690 is up there. So that's 690 right up there. Seems far away, but if we got the right volume, we can definitely take that out today. And I'm going to actually put this new arrow all the way up here. And then downside even, I like the downside too if we break this midpoint, because there is a lot more downside targets from yesterday's price action. So don't just feel like, okay, it's 50 cents lower, that's not much. But if we lose this area, we could go down to this next level here. And then we got, you know, I'm just basing this off of like the most reaction off of certain levels, right? I'll put it right here too. So even if we lose this mid-range, we start go towards this target. There's a lot more downside targets for continuation if we get that, you know, that kind of move today. The upside is just one clean move to 690 I would aim for. One thing I did want to mention, Nike got Mr. Tim Cook from Apple decided to buy, I think $2.95 million worth of shares in Nike yesterday. So Nike's getting a nice bump today. It's up 3.5% on probably that purchase. and what it means, you know, because that is the CEO of Apple buying into Nike 3 million shares or $3 million worth of shares. That is quite a bit and aggressive. And he bought it, I believe, in the $58 range. Now it's at 59 and change. So funny enough, I grabbed 200 shares in that yesterday in the 57s. So that was a nice little treat that I got. Tim Cook's probably going to wear those. You're going to see the Jordans and all kinds of cool sneakers now when he was on these little conferences trying to bump up that price. Got some AirPods attached to it, guys. You can hear your Nike shoes move. So yeah, I'm going to look at this. Let's see if we break through that high. Tesla rolling over. All right. Let's see if it pulls the handbrake or not. But Tesla is a good one. So with Tesla, you can look for a break under 483.35. That's kind of what I look for. This little area that I like to hold right here. This area from yesterday. So if we lose that, and it has been kind of pulling back a little bit, but it's been on a hell of a run, right? So that's just it kind of taking a break. So if it does get under that level, we could aim for potentially like that level, right? 480. So if we lose that, which we are losing that white line now, you can potentially take some puts down to about 680 and change. We see what this candle does, right? So I'm on a 3-minute candle, and me as a trader, I like to see these candles close under these levels, not just retest them and I jump in right away. No, I need to see these candles close under for me to be more confident in taking that trade. So we got 1:50 on this candle to close, and that's kind of what I would look for. The next candle will give me that confirmation to enter or not on Tesla. And this is just stuff like I've just been used to doing, you know, for years now. Just certain things, certain little rules I give myself as a trader what to look for, because I've done it before where I jumped into a candle before it's closed and I've taken a loss because it bounced right back or it dropped lower, and I've been down. So I just let the candle close. BRB, yeah, BRB. Who uses that nowadays? Apple's running too. All right. Just buy it, yeah. Like Nike, just do it, but just buy it. That would be funny if Tim Cook decides to tweet that. But yeah, we can look at Nike. Look at Nike go. I mean, Nike's nearly up to $60, and that's quite aggressive and that was kind of how it was announced yesterday, right? This was after hours, about 4:30, 5 o'clock. It was announced, and look what happened since then. So he bought $3 million stake in Nike. I think that's good. I think Nike's going to react very well to this, and I think we have some targets that can be exploited here. Let's have a look. So we kind of bounce right on that range again. Potentially, I mean, this can go right back to 65 to 68. That's kind of what I would aim for, especially if we see more buys. I would aim for at least this high before it dropped off. I'd aim for 68 first. And that gap fill is also to 65, 66 is that gap fill right here. So that's what I'd be aiming for, a total gap fill opportunity, and then back towards where it was at 68. The director also bought $500,000 worth of shares yesterday alongside Tim Cook. So very, very positive right now, this reaction. Shorts are probably getting cooked overnight because of this, and it's causing this nice little bump that we're seeing. So that's real nice. I actually like this long term from here. I'm a swing trader, right? So I like this area that it held right here. The worst case, I was looking for about 50, 51, something like that. This weekly support, but back here in 2017, this zone right here, but we didn't get there, causing a higher low on the weekly. This could really start pushing back up. So Love the opportunity that Nike offers here. The only thing that they have not going for them is there's a lot of shoe companies out there that are competitors now. You've got like Brooks and Cloud, is it? You've got all these different ones that are coming out with really nice shoes, taking their customers. You good? Well, let me look at my AMD. I'm not good with my AMD right now, no. But I will keep you guys updated with that. I like that it's still not really pushing. So if it starts to fall off here, that would be good for us, for our AMD put. We'll see how that one goes for the rest of the morning. Let me go back to SPY. So SPY's is chilling, not doing much here, not doing anything really. Kind of thought that would happen as well. Hydro gas is pulling back. Yeah, boil, I know. 28. So Tesla, we're down, we're coming down. If you're looking at that Tesla trade that we're just talking about, we're coming down to this 480 nearly. We're down to 481.55. So just another $1 below that low of day will take out that target that we're aiming for. And this is just information from previous days. That's all we're getting this information from. It's not like, oh, I know something special. No, it's just going back to previous days, price action, and getting some levels off of that. That's all I'm doing. Nothing too big there. So Vito, if you're checking Tesla, you're trading Tesla, it looks pretty decent right now. Oh, let's see what's going on with this one. See what's going on with the top gainers. See if there's anything moving in the top gainers that we can pay attention to. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we get that clearance of that purple box, right? If we get above that purple box and that purple line is telling me 688.53, then it could be time to take off tools at 690. So that's that line I'm looking to break. There's some sell side volume on that level. If we can break that level, then we have some room for momentum to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for right now in SPY. Tesla calls or put, sorry, missed that. Well, we're looking for the put play, but I think it bounced a little bit. We see. So the put play for Tesla was a loss of, we're looking for a loss of 483.35. And we're down to 480 now. So that's kind of our target point, right? About 480.65 was our target for Tesla puts, which we got that already now. Continuation target would be down to about 480.25. If we lose 480.25, you look at the sell side volume, price action is not going to bounce with that kind of volume coming into the sell side. So we're just going to see continuation that way until we see some buying. So the volume is very strong to the sell side from the get-go. No green in this yet in the 3-minute time frame. So once that turns green, maybe we'll find the bottom. But right now it's just sell off, sell off, sell off until that changes. Continuation down for Tesla would be maybe 477 to 478 would be that next target if we lose that 480.25. If we bounce here, then you look to take your profits and wait for another opportunity. Sound like a robot here, but that's kind of how you got to be, right? I mean, just monotone trading. Scalp tip, all right, good stuff. So For anyone continuation trading, Tesla would be a drop below that green box. Right now it's sitting right on top. It's not falling below it. So right now we got some hold of this area here. Getting a little bounce from there now. I want to look for, let me see what's going on here. Nothing really. Oh, I like that Nike. Is that ripping? No, that's nice. Nike. Yeah. So this line keeps changing on me because there's some sell side right there, but my line is kind of right there, right? So we want to close a candle above that area. I'm still going to put it here as 688.50, and I'm going to just look for clearance of that area to take some calls, right? 690 calls for Friday. If it doesn't happen, I won't be trading it, but I'm going to be on the lookout here. How are those? If there's any other chart you guys want to focus on while I'm looking at this too, let me know in the chats, all right? Because I'm just going to look at this for now, and it may be like watching paint dry on this Wednesday early day. So it may be a little bit slow, but we can definitely look at other stuff as well in this stream. Let's see if there's anything else out there. Tesla's down to 479.90 now. So that would be opportunity. That would be the best one. Comparing it to now SPY, right? SPY was flat. This one is more aggressive here, and this one would have printed better if, you know, basing it off our entries, our targets, and continuation targets. So we're looking for that 480 break under and hold under. Then we look for the 477 next. And what do you guys see here in this volume? Just sell side, right? Sell side volume, just sell, 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 sell. You think we're going to get a reversal? I don't think so until we see some buying. FJet doing some things. Yeah, FJet is just IPO'd as well, right? And that thing ripped because it's just all the space companies, anything to do with products or flights or anything going into space. It's just ripping based on the SpaceX that's going to be potentially IPOing next year. So we got a lot of momentum there. Let's have a look at this FJet and see what we got, because this just moves quickly. And you got to be on the ball, ready to go buy, sell, and not stutter, right? And I think for this one, you got to look for a clearance of. Let's put a little box here. This is the resistance from pre-market. So I'm going to say like a clearance of this box right here. We put this, do it like that. So if we clear this box here, then I'll look to take this up to, you know, towards this area here. So what have we got there? We got that. I'm going to put that bit lower to that wick low to the top of the body. So we got here a break of, okay, if you want to be more aggressive, then a break of 16 and play it up to 1675. And then after that, play it up towards, you know, the 19s, 1819 up here. That's the middle of the range from yesterday, kind of when it fell off. So I'd be looking for this clearance of this area here. And then potentially playing up here towards, you know, that's a steep move, but it can definitely happen if we drop from 24, 25 yesterday all the way down to 12. the aggressive move can happen to the upside as well. So I will be, TNT mentioned this in Discord, but I will be waiting for that breakout. So more aggressive above 16, then enter and trade it towards that 16.75, the wick high. And then if we get through that, then we have some clear air, right? Some clear air to go a little bit higher into the 18s, 19s, maybe the 20s. We see what kind of momentum comes. If we decide to fall down, then maybe you can look for that 12.75 to be retested right here and here, and then look for maybe a potential bounce again from there if it doesn't decide to take off here. No pun intended. I do not remember the panic of 1819, but you can, I'm sure you can enlighten us of the panic about that. Pookie with some history lessons. So if you're joining us and you still, oh, let me get into some Tesla here. I want to trade some Tesla and be a little bit safe about it. I don't want to just jump in and FOMO in. I'm missing the trade. Let me just jump in. Let's be smart and just wait for a 480 break. And then we can play it down a little bit from the 480 break for Tesla. Get a contract, maybe $5 out the money. I think it's like 475 puts for Friday or for next week if you're on a little bit of time. But wait for that 480 break. It's not worth jumping into something in the middle of two ranges, in the middle of a very tight space. I'd rather wait for a breakdown under the support to get back in. And that would be a 480 break on Tesla. So 480 break is what I'm looking for. I'm going to put this down to 480. Right here. So 480 break, play it down towards this 477 to 478 and play it from there, right? And then potentially it could be some calls if we decide to get some buying volume coming in. So I'm going to watch that as well. SPY's getting above that 688.50, so we see how that one plays out now. It's testing the area right now, so look for that 3-minute candle close above it. Boyle, okay, so the wind, I believe the forecast for the weather forecast came in like very cold. I think New Year's going to be very cold. Even here in Florida, I think it's going to be like in the low 60s. Or even the 50s, so cold. But that just means that obviously the north of us should be very cold as well. So there'll probably be more use of natural gas, of energy sources, right, to heat up homes and so on. So if that's the case, I don't mind buying dip on Boyle. I mean, we had a rip right back up from 2 days ago, it hit 21 and change. Yesterday, it hit 25. So that was a huge bounce from the lows of 2 days ago. And I think if the weather forecasts are still the same and they believe it's going to be colder than the average at this time of the year or in January, then I believe oil and natural gas obviously will increase, right? The demand will be higher, more supply will be used. And that means more draw from the supplies. So that means I believe that oil and natural gas will go up. So these dips could be opportunities for oil. So I will be paying close attention to oil. Like I say, natural gas, the strategy that I teach about natural gas in the coaching, which is weekly, right? Every Thursday at 11 a.m. we do a weekly live stream for the coaching program. And we discuss the whole boil, cold, and natural gas strategy a lot. And it's been one that's made me the most money over the years. Just a simple strategy of just following a commodity and playing ETFs on the stock exchange, and playing the up and down side based on that trend. And I mean, you can definitely get feedback from some of the students that have made some great money off cold, off of oil, just by following a simple way. And there is the coaching. Thank you, Nikki, for that. There's the link in the Discord if you want to jump in and join us. This week I won't be doing it, but next week I think I will be. What day is it next week? On the New Year's Eve? Oh no, next week maybe not. I think maybe we're closed on the January 1st as well. So maybe it won't be next week. It'll probably be the week after that we go live again. Or I'll see if I can make it up maybe a day before on for the coaching next week. So let's see. SPY is above that 688.50. So we just look for continuation, looking pretty good so far up here. The call side, and then Tesla's doing the opposite. See that Tesla's trying to get some buying here. So I would be looking at that 480 to be a bottom if this decides to hold. And we're seeing some little mixed volume coming in. So we had like 5 or 6 volume bars of just sell side. Now we're getting a little bit mixed in with some buying. So this 680 could be a bottom for the day. But yeah, Boyle, I think, should be good. It should be good. What's Boyle? What is Boyle still dropping, or is it kind of bottoming out a little bit? Yeah, see, Boyle's only down 2% for the day, especially after that big reversal from 21. It's holding up pretty well here. Yeah, Boyle's holding up pretty well. And I would just be paying attention to the jaw. Every Thursday we go over the energy, the information. They release the data for natural gas, if what kind of supply got how much got drawn out of the supply, if it's more or less than average, things like that come out every Thursday, I believe at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So kind of base our natural gas trades around that for the week, for the next week. Been very effective. Okay, let's see. Tesla here. Let's see if we break this 480. See if we get a break finally, and then continuation to this area here. Get a very nice reaction off of this white line though. Every time we kind of go down there, we get kind of eaten up. This candle gets sucked back up, right? Same with this one, this one, this one. Oh, you did? And with natural gas, you got U and L. What's U and L? Is that like a 1x? Okay, so it's the United States 12-month fund. It's pretty cheap. I like that. It just follows it by 1x, right? I trade Boyle and coal, which follow it by 2x leverage, a little bit more aggressive. But the profits are a lot more aggressive too, right? If you get 2x the daily move. So so that's pretty good. But this is a little bit less risky of one to trade, and I like this one too. This UNL. And natural gas prices are natural gas is coming down a little bit, and 2% down today. So I have to kind of see where it bottoms out again. Interesting. Just going to follow here Tesla. Tesla's more of a more funner one to trade today by this trend. I am Collins, yeah. Been here more than half my life in Florida, so I'm like a mutt now. Well, thank you, Pookie, for telling me that. I wasn't trading in the first financial depression, so I was, yeah, definitely 100 and some years away from being born. So oh, yeah, heck of a party, absolutely. So did you. Unless you've just been using good skincare and you're that old. All right, so we're close to breaking down at the 480, very close. And if we look to take a put down pro, I think they go by $5 increments, right? So we'll look to take, let me go into my options. Ching. Have a look. Tesla. December 26th. And it would be, oh, actually, to go $2.50. So you can go, like, if we lose this 480, which we get a nice reaction, obviously, this could be a bottom, like I was saying. We get nice reactions every time we touch it. So if we decide to lose 480, then I'll be looking to play 477.50 puts for Friday. They're going for about $300, so that's not so bad. We know Tesla can be expensive. But if we bounce and we get, say, above, I'm going to look for this MA9 right here is the blue line. So if we get back above the blue line, which is, say, 482, then I'd be looking to take some calls once we get back above 482. And that will be, you can get probably 485 calls going for about the same amount, 300, 350 at that point when we get to it. So I'd be looking to take, yeah, so let's put that down here so we can follow. Above 482, a Tesla 485 calls for December 26th. Or if you want a little bit more time, you can go December, what is that, 1st? I don't know if it would have it, 2nd, or December, or January 2nd. Shit, New Year. Or January 2nd. Now, if we lose the 480 below 480, we go for Tesla 477.50s, December 26th or January 2nd if you want more time to stay in those. So that's what I'll be looking for. So we're really just paying attention to this blue line here and this white line here, right, for either a break of one or the other. But we are getting some mixed buying now, so 480 could be a bottom. So that's why I say let's get a call once we get above 482. Oh wow! Thank you for that information. I learned something today. Thank you. Nike, a new high of day, $60.58 was high of day. So you can see Nike is on a rampage today, 5% up, 5.5%. I wish I bought more than 200 shares. send them a card with management tips. Let's do that. Hell yeah. Yeah, I bought some shares for Nike. I wanted to just start a position, to be honest, and I bought 200 shares. And my fill for that, let me have a look. It's 57 and change. Let me just let's see. $57.39 was my average for Nike from yesterday. Hell of a move today. I love that. So I'm still paying attention to the blue line for calls. Once we get above the blue line, that's the MA9. And then we're still looking for the drop of 480 for more downside. I still feel like we're going to get the move in either direction anyway. So it's good that we're queued up waiting for this, because Tesla's not just going to stay flat like this all day long, like in this little tiny spot. No, we're going to see more continuation here, either to the downside or a nice reversal to the upside where you can make some money. So that's why I'm just laser focused on these levels. The blue line for calls once we get above it, and then there's 480. QBTZ is up another 11%. That's another one that was easy in our coaching, right? So if you get all these nice little trades, some of them take a little bit of time, right? Because we're looking at fundamentals, and preferably I want more stability and just grind its way up over time. But we also look at short-term swings where they could be a couple of days, couple of weeks. And like this QBTZ, and I'm not going to get started on the whole quantum because I can ramble quite a bit. But there's lots of companies that are just all hype, and they don't have anything going for them, but they're moving on hype. And QBTS just moving on hype. And what did we do the other day? We decided to add the short side once it pumped up. So if we go to QBTS now, it's dropping off to 27. We were grabbing the short leverage swing trade up here this day. So when it was 31, 32, we were grabbing QBTZ, which is the 2x leverage short of this. And look what's happened since it topped out. We're all the way down at 27.34. Look at QBTZ. We added this just under $7 2 days ago, and we are printing $9 nearly. So that's how aggressive, with the whole quantum and how much volatility are in those stocks. I don't want to get into them. That can be for a coaching stream. Again, sorry guys, but we do like to nail these trades pretty well on the quantum names, just the short side. So we were grabbing it over here, right? So we were grabbing it in this whole box here. Dropped a little bit into the 670s in after hours on what was that, Monday night? Yeah, Monday. And then from there, look where we went. Just holding yesterday, you got it was over 18% yesterday. And then we got a little pullback in pre-market to 755, way above our average still. And then we're up to a new high of near $9 today. So that is, $2 plus move in just 1.5 trading days. So keep on pumping those quantums, because I'm going to keep on shorting them on every pump, and it's going to make us some just stupid, easy money, especially if you invest in the ones that don't have anything going for them. And they're years and years and years and years away from doing something, and they need a lot of money to do it. So I think the focus is still on a lot of AI data centers. Energy infrastructure still is needed here in the US. So why are we going to be adding this to the whole mess? So I think it's going to take years to happen. And there's a lot of hype behind it, but like this one, I just play the short until it decides to reverse and we sell the short side. Or like RGTI, which is another quantum name that has nothing going for them, and all it is sell, 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 sell. Inside is selling all their shares. Every pump is sold, inside is selling. So if they were so confident in their company, why are they selling all their shares? From CEOs down to directors, down to CFOs. What kind of confidence does that give investors when they're selling on every pump? So RGTI is another one, Rigetti Computers, not doing much for inside of the company, but it's just getting pumped on the whole quantum. And every pump is now getting met with some sell side right away. So if you want to trade like this one, RGTI, you just trade RGTZ, and that is a 2x short of this stock. And this one is up 7% today. So same thing with this. If RGTI drops and drops and drops, this will continue to increase because it's the short side is playing that downside, but this is following it to the upside. So we traded it all the way down here in the coaching in the 10s, 11s, and it went all the way to the 30s. Just imagine that, 200% within 2 weeks in this trade. That's how insane these trades can be. And I'm trying to make you not work as much for that profit. And same thing here, look at this. I mean, this one's bottoming out pretty well, the same area as this right here again. And we are getting to move back up here, just like we did here. So we could easily see this in the mid-20s come the end of the week, Friday, or next week. We can, if quantum continues to sell off, we could see this just rip right back up to where it was at here, 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 and here again. So just come some easy trades when you just wait for the confirmation of the reversals. You learn that in the coaching, what to look for in reversals, not just to jump in, right? Actually up about 5K on this one now, on this quantum short. So that's good. So Tesla's losing that 480. We're already losing it. So this candle here closed under the 480. We're going to see what this candle does. If this bounces back, I'm not going to take it. But if this follows through, then I like this for more downside. So I don't like to see a red and green. Again, I like to see a more of a follow through on the red side. So this candle, if it can start to sell off here, then I'd take a trade under this, and then we can trade it down towards this is my target. And then if we get back above 480, then that would be my stop. But right now, I'm just going to look for this candle to go red, more sell side to come in, and then that gives me more of a confirmation to take the downside move. The daily trade. 18% on SPY. Oh yeah, SPY's up to 689. Congrats. So you can see Tesla's totally going against the SPY move. So, oh man, QBTZ is just hell, man. 13% today, 18% yesterday. We got 30%. Hell of a move. Stupid move, but fun. My kids are going to get nothing for Christmas. If they don't listen to what we're saying to them, they're going to get nothing. They're going to wake up with nothing. Because these guys don't listen. They want to fight all day long. These kids, they don't even care. They're going to care tomorrow when they wake up to nothing. Okay. QBTZ is going. What's the other one that I got in my account? Oh, I was going to look to see. We're just going to stay on a little bit longer today. Stay on as long as we can to maybe 11 o'clock. See if we can get some more trades today. Yeah, you don't want to wake up to some coal in the morning. That's going to be filthy. Be filthy to clean up. You could have literally taken any quantum short ETF leverage and been up about 15% in 2 days. That's just how, you can trade. That's how stupid it can be. You can trade one stock and play the inverse leverage trades and make a killing in just a couple of days. Just got to look for some confirmations like IonQ. You can play the short side and the long side 2x. The short is up 7% today. So you can just see how they're all falling off the quantum names. How many times we told the kids to not get no gifts and then they carry on fighting. They stop for one minute. They say, oh yeah, I better not fight anymore. And then they go back to fighting 5 minutes later. MU is almost up $13. My Lord, MU, what are you doing up here? My God, 289. This crazy, crazy move. Look at that. Look at that move. Hell of a move. My Lord. Let's see the monthly. Look at that chart on the monthly. Shit, that is just nuts. That is nuts. That is nuts, though. MU being up so much, that is crazy. And let's see what I'm going to go back to Tesla, guys, because Tesla still under that 680. Let's see what we're going to do here. So now the MA's kind of moved down a little bit, right? The MA9. So we're going to look for a move above. So we're going to change this a little bit now. 480.35 is the number that we're looking for now. So this will move down with price action, right? So we want to get above that MA9, which you can see it's rejected on this red candle here. So once we get a candle close above it, I'll be more confident we can play a reversal. Yeah, we say Santa's watching, the bad elf is out there, can take all the gifts. I've seen some funny elf on the shelf stuff. That's been hilarious to watch some of those on reels on Instagram. They're just some funny stuff. I mean, I sent you one, Nikki. I don't want to mention it here. It's a little bit funny, and maybe too. It's like a 18 plus, 21 plus kind of joke, but I think it's pretty funny. I can send it to you. You can laugh at it. Yeah, we have those puts not looking good, Paul. But I did say it's kind of a lotto trade going into today, looking for a pullback, but we never really got the pullback. AMD is still flat though. So if we can start pulling back now, you know, we may get something out of those, but it really needs to drop $1 or $2. And AMD is just a lot flat at this point. So it's not looking too great for us, unfortunately. I will hold though. I'm going to turn you into an elf. So, call side for Tesla, break above 480.35 is the break above, closing above that level. We just retested the line and got that rejection point right there. Let's see what. That was a nasty rejection right there too. What happened to this one today? Nothing really happened to it. I wonder what the daily looks like. So Teslas start to fall down now, right? So looks like that was a hard rejection off that MA9 right there. So it looks like we're trying to test those lows of day again. If you look here, we got that rejection off this level 480. Now it looks like it's going to start dropping even lower to a new low of day. Queue up some SPY. I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm gonna jump into. Just looking at this reversal in SPY, I'm gonna go December 26th, and I'm gonna look at. Actually, I may just go to 29th. Let me go a little bit of time. It gives me a lot of time here. 688. So right here, we're on the 3 minute. We got how long left? About 2 minutes left. I'm gonna grab some a little bit more risky here. Personally, I'm okay with a little bit of risk, but I'm gonna grab the 688 for the 29th, and I'm going to put them ready to grab them. Where is it? Here it is. Just need to lose this this MA9 here. So let's see if we can lose it. We've got about a minute 50. We go down to the 2. Let's see where we're at. We're at below there. Right on it on the 3. Nice bounce, so it's still good. Got about a minute for this candle to close. Now it's bouncing off this blue line, so it's still positive. So I want to see it close under the blue line. And then that triggers me to buy at least day trade. I'll be looking for 688 puts for the 29th, but we got a nice bounce, so it's a no-go yet on that one. AMD dropping. All right, that's kind of what we need, right? Oh. I like that. That's funny. I should use that as my profile picture. AMD just dropped $1 from when we were just checking it out, right? It just dropped $1. Did. Let me see where I'm at. Still down probably. Just we need another $1, I think, and then it should start seeing something. Yeah, we need like another $1 drop. I think we'd be profitable here for that one. That was a nice hold. You see this right here, nice hold of that blue, and we've been above the MA9 for quite a bit of time, right? So we're still holding that trend above the MA9. Once that cracks, then I'll be looking to take a little downside move. It may be short term, but I try to capture that downside. But we bounced pretty nicely off here, so we're looking to take at this point to take out a new high of day. Two for two Tesla scalps. Feliz Navidad. Dee, 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 dee. Yeah, that was a nice, look at that continuation. Tesla was the one to play downside here, right? So below 480, we're looking for that 477 put. It's taken out 477 now. It's come down to within cents of 477. This was the one to trade based on our move today. And we're looking for that drop under 480, right? So we were just waiting for that to happen again, right here. This was when we were waiting for that drop, and then we got the drop, retest, and then continuation down. And that is a really good, confident trade. You get the drop below, get the retest, rejection, and then follow through to the downside with, I was saying, more than one red candle in a row gives you way more confidence than a mix of green and red, right? So like we can see here, red, green, red, green. This is just messy. So I'd like to see a follow through. That's what we got here. Down to 477. Got the scalp, 2 scalps there. Anyone else trading Tesla downside? A little scared of it. MU even. I mean, MU jumped up 3%, but if that starts to crack, then there's a put opportunity under 285 for MU. So I like that too. Here we go. Down below 477. Tesla is now cracking. Cracking. So we're below 477. That's our prime target, right? We're aiming for 477.79. We got that already. We got 60 cents below that target that we're looking at. So this one definitely paid off very well if you followed it through. SPY is about to kind of retesting those highs just now. So that was a nice pullback to the MA9. And we're going to discuss next year the MA921 crossover. We're also going to put a lot of Elliott wave theory into some of the swing trades, the deeper wave trading based on waves of the actual chart, price action. So we're going to go over that next year as well. These are going to be all new with the coaching stream next year. But with this, if it cracks this high for SPY, I said 690 is doable. I think we definitely hit 690 if we can crack through that high. That high is 689.22. Down with Tesla, they need to be bankrupt. Screw Elon. Actually, Tesla has one of the biggest balance sheets, cash position. It has the biggest, like it's sitting on a ton of cash, like 45 billion or something like crazy like that. So I know that you are probably pissed off with Mr. Elon, but he's doing some really good things there, sitting on a lot of cash for the company. Building robotics, you know, he's got a lot of stuff going for him. Probably 2026 should be a nice breakout year for him. Who doesn't? I mean, it's terrible. How's he stealing money from the poor, though, you say? Yeah, send that link, Paul. If you guys are interested, we're doing a $50 giveaway. I believe it actually, the winner gets picked on the Monday stream, the Market Mastery stream. So make sure, if you haven't signed up for that giveaway, just $50 free cash. He's gonna find the link, put it in the chat in the Discord, sign up for that, and I believe the winner goes out on Monday. So tune into Market Mastery on Monday. And what time is that? 5 or 6 on Monday? I think 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see if you're a winner, jump on that stream, listen in. Oh yeah, I remember, man. I was sitting on that stream saying, "What is going on here?" Like between you and Austin, I was like, "Man, are we gonna? We lost you, then we lost him, then we lost the charts." Then it was just. Like he left, he said his computer had no power. I'm like, man, this guy should have upgrade his computer or something. Get this man a new computer for Christmas. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I got a new one. So shit, I got a new one. So you get a new one too. Yeah. So yeah, so still with downside move on Tesla, right? We get little bumps along the way to the little reversals, but that's not clear reversing. So we're still going to be following, and actually the MA20, which is the ribbon, it's a part of my coaching strategy as well with the SMA 20 strategy that we go over for the swings. They're kind of about to line up pretty well here. So we're still going to be following this blue line for a reversal move. And you can see that it's just following the price action down. So it gets lower and lower and lower. So that number is now 479, I say. Above 479 we look for. But we're so close to the MA20, we might as well wait for the MA20 to be crossed as well at this point, right? So look for the MA20 to cross, and then we're going to be off to the races, in my opinion, to the upside. So there's above the MA9, and then the ribbon would really give me some confidence that we're in a reversal, at least for now. So we'll see what happens here. No one's going to fight nobody. Farouk is going to give you a ride to go pick up the gift card. That's what's going to happen. He's going to be the lucky winner to go take the lucky winner to go pick up the gift card. All right. Anyone else want me to look at any other tickers, or we're just going to all laser focus on this Tesla? We are starting to look better now on Tesla, so we are trying to get above the MA9 finally, and this candle looks like it's trying to stay above it. We see. We see what happens with this candle right here. SPY is still chilling around there. What are you doing? Still having a hard time, but this candle looks a little better, but still having a hard time getting over the MA9. But looking better. We got these three volume bars here that are looking better, right? More buy side in a row. So now we just need to build momentum off of that. Yeah, you can hear. My bad. Yeah, you don't want to mess with them. Don't mess with them. You go missing if you mess with them. Go missing, no one finds you. Exactly. I have like a couple of bolts on the door. No, it's Spanish. I just love to talk on the phone. That's what they love to do. That's it. Their life is on the phone. Okay. Now, I'll probably be dead by then. So looking at this Tesla chart, looking a bit better. Let's see if this candle got 30 seconds. If this candle can close above the blue line, we could be in business for a reversal. Yeah, moving on. I'm moving on, sir. Moving on. Let me make it through Christmas. Thank you, sir. Okay, we got this candle closing above that blue line. It's looking a little better here. Let me me see what I'm going to pick for this one. I'm going to take, let me see here. Just queuing up a few different ideas in my watch list to take them on Tesla here. Looking good here. Ugh. Getting a buy signal on the ribbon, so let's see if we can close above there and get that confirmation. Now we got the MA curling up behind. Finally, we got some action, right? Because this has been curling down above the price action. Now we're trying to get some little curl underneath price action, and we're trying to get above the MA20 as well. So 480 here, break and hold, is looking good. And at that point, we can aim for 483 as our calls. We can play up to 483-ish. Let's see if we can break above 480 and hold here. Got 20 seconds left. I think that's going to give us the momentum. Let's see if we get a breakthrough or just a fizzle out the last 15 seconds. We're so close. We're just under 480. Let's see what this one does now. I'm going to take this trade once we get that 480 break. And I'm going to grab 482 50s. But let's see. Or maybe I'll play the reversal. We got MACD crossing over, nice, more bullish on the MACD. RSI is still oversold, so it's not above 50 yet. So we're getting close to finding a reversal here, 480 break. But we're not quite there yet. Yeah, is it high of day? New high. I should have taken Amazon call when I said shoulda, woulda, coulda. On SPY. I'm just laser focused on here. I want to try to get this trade before we get out of here, at least get the trade, and then I update it in the watch list channel along the way, because this is a free stream as well. And don't forget, we close at 1 today, 1 p.m. Eastern, so we can be on our merry way to have a good time this evening. And then tomorrow, guys, I wish you all Merry Christmas who celebrate it, and spend a lot of good times with the family, friends. Don't drink too much. Don't drink and drive. Unless you're drinking Coca-Cola or Sprite or something, then you can drive. But have a good time. This is what it means, the time of the year, right? Have a good time, be with family. No trading. And come back Friday, we can end the week good and get maybe some trades in Friday. Maybe we get a good, very good ending to the week on Friday. Thank goodness I'm not eating turkey. That's what's great about this time of the year too. No more turkey. Shh. Football and basketball. Yes, you got it. Who normally plays? Is it like Dallas Cowboys that normally plays on Christmas Day? No one wants to hang out with them, so they just put them every year to play. Or is that New Year's? Gambling. God, you degenerate. Also, you can trade crypto if you want. All right, I'm still waiting for this trade. We're getting close to breaking up here. SPY is at a higher day. Tesla's close to a lower day. Once we get cranking above 480, I'm going to take that 482.50 call for Friday. This time around, we may just get there. Looking good. RSI is at 45. If we can crack 50, even better. Yeah, Kalshi. 2026, we're going to involve some Kalshi prediction market into PB somewhere. We're just going to build out that. We're going to plan around that in January, and then hopefully push some of that prediction stuff out this year, this upcoming year. But Kalshi, yeah, it can definitely get you, trap you. So we're getting a nice move here. This is what I want to see, a break. We got about a minute 20 for this candle, looking stronger now. Just being a little patient, right? And we're finally getting some momentum here. Pookie like scalps the order book. That's too aggressive for me. I like to be in and out. The good thing about Kalshi is you can be in and out during the game, and you don't have to wait to the end where you lose or you win. You can scalp trade in Kalshi, buy at 20 cents, sell at 40. You can keep on doing it back and forth, and that's what's good about it over traditional gambling websites, right? So you can at least scalp trade in Kalshi. There's fees though. They need to work on those fees. Those fees are too expensive. Like $3 fees every time you buy and sell. It's ridiculous. So you've got to make it worth it. 19 seconds. We're still not above 480 on the close. We got a nice push up there, but look at that wick. We're still under that 480. Still just losing it on the last 30 seconds, just drawn down all the way back down to where it began. So this one's likely to close below 480 again. So we have to just wait again for another confirmation to arise. Yeah, you get these fees, and you got to make it worth it. You got to get those 20-30% returns, and those don't matter then. Yeah, I can buy this one. I'll buy this one. Let me see. Nope. Some of these stocks don't have short shares available. It sucks. So we'll get out of that. So again, it's a little boring. Sorry, guys. We're still waiting for that break, 480 break, and hold above for this to start building from here. Right now, every time we get up there, that last candle closed above below 480 again. So this is invalid. This is not a move yet to the upside. What I'm personally looking for 480 break and hold, and then I take this one up. And we haven't got it yet. We're just rejecting every time, and we're getting some red volume coming back into the mix again. This is for Friday, right? Yeah, this is for Friday. Hit 2 for 2 on Kalshi Boston Celtics. Hell yeah. Yeah. I like to focus on Miami Heat. I think Miami Heat normally does pretty well. And then Minnesota, they do pretty well. And I kind of stick to the ones that constantly do well. And I just use those ones. And I kind of wait for the prices to come down because they're favorites a little bit. And then I grab them a little cheaper. It's all about lobbying and stuff. They're probably those companies, those casinos are probably lobbying against it and giving backhanders to keep it like that, because then it helps their business, and then they probably pay certain amounts to keep that like that. And then eventually those casinos will probably offer poly markets eventually. You see a lot of them kind of going into that as well. So polymarket is not, it doesn't, I can't use polymarket here in the US yet. It's not, I think they're rolling it out slowly, but for me, I can't use it. Kalshi you can use here, but not the polymarket. This looks like it's going to get a H pattern here going on. So I'm going to don't like this move down. SPY's finding a new high. So yeah, SPY's nearly we're halfway, we're 60 cents away from that 690 we're aiming for on the call side of SPY. I'm going to take here, just looking at this one right here. Very close to taking a trade. It's taking a little while, right? We've been rambling on, but just waiting for the best opportunity to get this one because it's looked like more downside here. So if this turns red, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna take here, and it's a little risky for me because we're down at these lows, but let's see, we've got 30 seconds left. Don't jump in too soon. Okay, 18 seconds. And I'm going to queue up here for 77.50 puts for Friday. We got Curl down here. We're starting to lose momentum here, so I'm going to grab some. I'm going to grab some for 77.50 puts for Friday. Let me see if I can get filled at mid 360s would be good for me to get filled, but it's not to run away on this candle. So 477.50 puts for Friday. They're actually moving pretty fast. I'm gonna wait to see if I can enter a little cheaper. But I like that we're curling down here. We're losing momentum to the upside on that reversal, fizzled out. So I'm looking for this whole move, take this down towards where we were just at here. So that's where I'm gonna look to take this trade. I'm just not in it yet. I'm trying to get filled. This is good. Suck it up a little bit. That's good. I'm gonna buy one contract only. So I'm in the mid $300 range for the contract only. So we're gonna just get one. All right, I'm gonna get filled right now. Got filled at 375 on that contract. So I'm in. I'm gonna write in the chat. This is a little risky because we're kind of towards these lows, but I do like that we see a more sell side volume here. $375 filled. That's what I got filled. Just one contract. I'm not risking too much. It's the day before, you know, the holidays. Not trying to do too much here, but filled at 375. I want to get to over $4 a contract at least on that one position. If we get all the way down to these lows, then we'd definitely take that out. And my stop, I'm going to give a little bit of room for that stop. I'm going to say for that one stop for me, I'm going to be a little bit more spacious here in the stop. I'm going to say if we close a candle above 480, then I will stop out on that one contract. My position will I'll still be in my position if we stay below the 480. And my targets will be kind of where we're at low, right? Low of day down here. Put this line right here. But, you know, this is going to be a riskier trade just because of where we're at. We also got SPY going to a new high of day. So this could easily flip pretty quickly. So that's why I'm just staying one contract. It's a very tiny position. But I'm going to look to take this down towards these lows. If we don't get that, we get blast right above here. I stop out. Maybe I take calls after that. But right now, I'm just going to laser focus on. We got this signal, downside signal here. We're below the MA9 and the 20 so far. So that's kind of, I like it right now. This, we may see this, may jumpy up and down, we may blast right above, but you just got to have that protection that you're willing to max out. If it's 10%, stick to 10. If it's 20, stick to 20. But don't go beyond what you're willing to, risk on this one trade. This is what you may see, just back and forth, look green and red. Oh, let me stick VWAP on there too. Normally I have VWAP. VWAP's rolling VWAP's all the way up there for me. I'm going to stay for like another 5 minutes and I have to hop off, guys. So I will update, as this is a free trade, I will just keep you guys updated in the watch list channel. But my stop will be if we do clear 480 and get above. That will be my stop. If we close a candle, as you can see here, no 3-minute candles closed. So we need to see a candle close. That will be my stop. And my target will be taking out these lows, pretty much retesting low of day. That would be kind of how simple the plan is for it. And you're going to see maybe some of these pops will aspire. Now it's up to, that's still there, 689.50-ish. Still sitting kind of at those highs. What are you bringing the tractor for? It's Paul a farmer. You bringing the tractor for what, buddy? Whose lawn are you mowing? Call him Mr. Spud. Paul and Mr. We should change your name to Mr. Spud because you were talking about your potatoes last week, so should change your name. Potato House. Yeah, that's it. The Potato House. Yeah, potatoes. How dare you leave? Don't leave. I can hear you guys leave. Makes me sad. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this one to play out. We're up to it's just above entry. It's about 380 again. A contract, nothing too huge there. We're We just need to rip down to those lows and then take the profit there. That's what I'm willing to do. That candle needs to close under. Come on. Don't get sucked up. Throw back over to 477 already. Tesla grab scalp, put risk half while made earlier. Green either way. All right. Just back and forth right here in this little buy and sell. If we go to a 5 minute, you can see that the 5 minutes a nicer chart to look at with the signals at least, and the signals are still under on the 5 minutes under the MA20 still. So on the 5 minutes still showing bearishness compared with the smaller time frames. It's kind of mixed right up and down, green, red, green, red. So the 5 minute, you can see a clean signal from the get-go from Tesla opening. It's still under that area here. So maybe once we get above that 480, it will flicker. That's why I kind of say 480 as a stop. Bring in the tractor. All right. Countdown to 3 minutes, then I'm out of here. Any last questions, let me know. If you're new to the group, welcome to the group and the community. I know we got some trading hours that kind of close on certain days next week as well. So kind of get short weeks for a couple of weeks, but definitely introduce yourself in the free channel, in the Wizards channel. You know, we're here to help. If you're new to trading, you need some kind of guidance, some help on finding just an easy way to trade and not, you know, following some gurus and you just, you know, in and out trades, taking losses. You know, tag us, send us a message. We're here to help you kind of make it a little easier process to kind of get more consistent. Even if you take some losses, there's small losses and the winners are bigger to offset those losses. So you can be more consistently on those P&L on the green side. So definitely say hello in the channels, tag us. Nikki, OG Nikki's the one to help you too. She's like the mum of the group. She can help you get around, understand where things are and get you sorted there. So yeah, I am about to leave in 2 minutes, T-minus 2 minutes. Tesla's starting to reverse here. Like I say, 480. If I'm not around, just know that 480 is my cutting point if we get above it. And you can always, yeah, OG, you have to click on our name here because there is some imposters in our group, right? There's always someone trying to be me or Nikki or Pookie or someone, Porter, Swing and Ball. So just make sure in the chat you click our name and message us from clicking our name here. Make sure it's the real person, then DM us there instead of searching for our name because you may find too many of them. So definitely click on the name in the chats. And DM us, and we're here to help you get on track for the new year and be a part of the family. Yes, it's in sight. It's about 40 cents away. That's 690. Yep, getting very close. So SPY definitely the upside that we're looking for is definitely grinding its way up. Look at that. Look how it's sitting above the MA9. How effectively it's just gliding off the top. So very close to getting to that 690 target we're aiming for. It's not something silly that we're pulling out of nowhere. It's a target we were planning for. And Tesla reversing a little bit. So red on that that put side, right? So if we get above 680, 480, I take the loss there. That's okay. It's only one contract. We're going to fight another day. All right, guys, I'm leaving. It's actually 1 minute past what I said, but Merry Christmas. Have a good Christmas. Get some rest. Enjoy the time. And then we see you back on Friday. And let's see if there's some more volume to come in and we can take some nice trend trades. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. It was nice hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. And bye for now.